What we learn and do and speak forth in the church should always have a real effect out in the world. It should make a difference. Something palpable should happen. You are the light of the world, Jesus tells the crowds who came up to the mountain to hear his sermon. You don't light a lamp and put it under a basket. You put it on top of a lampstand so that it can shine on all who are in the house. In the same way, Jesus says, let your light shine before people so they can see the good things you do and praise your Father who's in heaven. The last movement of the Via Karis takes us out of the sanctuary doors and into the beauty, the wildness, the messiness of creation. Our rule of life for this final part is to attend daily to the beauty of the world. This is how we put God's love on display, God's love for us, for all of humankind, for all the earth. This is how the light of Christ spreads and grows relentlessly each and every day. On any plot of earth, any human encounter, any mundane act that begins to imitate the holy and creative work of God. Remember the second creation story in Genesis, the one that imagines God reaching God's hands into the black, fertile soil and sculpting the first human into form. And before God could breathe life into Adam's nostrils, God had to get God's hands dirty. Now, we can't breathe life into clumps of dirt, but interestingly, it can breathe some life into us. A few years ago, researchers discovered that there's a microbacterium present in the healthy soil samples that can actually make us happier. These mycobacterium, this soil microbes, let's say, it can stimulate serotonin, which actually improves our mood. So, to recap, putting our hands in the soil can improve our own livelihood, and that's regardless of how green our thumbs are, whether we're gardening, weeding, building, just playing in the dirt. I think this physiological insight clues us into the spiritual effectiveness of our work in the world. To tend to the beauty of the world is to imitate God's creative work. Scripture is full of stories of God creating, mending, healing, intervening, working in the world. Our Creator God is creating still, and one of the many ways this happens is through us, through our hands, our words, our dreams, our friendships, our acts of service. However God prompts you to bring beauty into the world today, don't take it lightly. Let it be a regular rhythm to the way of grace that holds us together.